The Grim Reaper has officially come to Riverdale again, and so has that thing. Let's try to figure this all out together on Sweetwater Secrets. Hi Riverbabes, I'm Leanne Aguilera, and this is your Riverdale After Show for episode 302, chapter 37, Fortune in Men's Eyes, which was an epically bizarre episode that I loved, kind of. Not only will I be breaking down my biggest hisses and kisses, so start sending me yours, I'm also gifting you with exclusive answers from Luke Perry, Machen Amick, and Lili Reinhart talking about the most shocking and swoon-worthy moments of the night. But first, let's quickly recap all the jailhouse and bunker craziness in the Blue and Gold breakdown. You guys, the big man on campus is now in the big house, and Archie's first few days in jail were not ideal. When he wasn't getting shunned from the serpents or beat up by the ghoulies or getting his shoes stolen, he was trying to become BFFs with his new cellmate, Mad Dog.
Be an animal before they kill you like one.
Luckily, his daily visits with Veronica inspired him to rally the rival games for a prison ride game of football. But because Hiram doesn't have any other hobbies, he came to watch. And with just one little nod to the warden, the guards attacked the inmates and was pretty damn brutal to watch. Meanwhile, post-seizure Betty decided to push past her floating baby hallucinations and team up with Jughead to uncover the mystery surrounding Dilton's death.
Oh my god, Dilton is dead?
Oh yeah, you guys, Dilton's officially gone. And Ben's recovering in the hospital and everything's gone to hell. So Nancy Drew in her boo discovered that Ethel, or should I say Princess Etheline, was also playing Griffins and Gargoyles, and she and her in-the-game boyfriend Ben used to play together in Dilton's hidden bunker in the woods. You following me? Good, because when Betty and Jughead went into Fox Forest to meet Ethel, they ran into this thing.
Run.
Apparently that glorified stick figure is the Gargoyle King, and Ethel is completely terrified of it, and then she also had a seizure. What is going on? Luckily, Ethel is okay, but just when we thought all was calm in Riverdale, Betty and Jug went into Ben's room to check on him, and he was babbling about joining Dilton, and then he did this.
You'll fly too.
To top it all off, all the parents of Riverdale got together in the same room, and they all looked amazing, but they basically alluded to the fact that the Riverdalian history is now repeating itself.
They're in danger.
That was a lot. And as confused as I am, I'm loving this season so far, so now it's time to get some answers. Now, we've been told that there are no supernatural elements in Riverdale, but that Gargoyle King has me thinking otherwise. So here's what Lili Reinhart and Machen Amick have to say.
Well, with the Gargoyle King, it almost seems supernatural as well, so I was trying to talk to Roberto about this, and he's saying that he's keeping the two mythologies separate at this point between Sabrina and Riverdale.
Yeah, but you know, I understand that you would see the Gargoyle King and be like, that's a monster, that must be supernatural, but it really isn't.
Yeah, but Greendale is magical, Riverdale is not. They are towns that are side by side, I'm just saying.
Maybe there's a strange portal.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to all of the Riverdale romance in 7 seconds in heaven. First up, let me just get this out of the way and say that Tony Topaz wasn't even in this episode. So by default, there was no Shoni. While I'm glad that we got to see more from Cheryl and Veronica's friendship, which was very fun in season 1, I'm bummed.
Maybe you should channel that rage into something more productive.
Phallus at least shared a scene together, so there's that. And we did get a teeny tiny taste of Mevin, but there seems to be some kind of dark cloud hanging over this ship. Moose hasn't come out to his dad yet, and I get that everyone needs to live their own life in their own time, but when you ignore Kevin Keller and he says this...
Moose, are you ashamed of me?
That's when I get mad. His face is too pretty to be sad. Now, Veronica wins the award for Sweetest Girlfriend thanks to multiple visits to Archiekins in jail. And even though I thought the whole let's perform just outside of the prison gates moment was a little weird, this moment melted my heart.
Who the hell is that? It's my girl.
His girl? Kill me, too cute. And as for Bughead, what's that saying? The couple who solves crimes together makes out more?
Have more romantic words ever been spoken?
No. Yeah, well, here's what Lili Reinhart had to say about Betty and Jughead's dynamic in this episode and moving forward.
Let's talk about the fact that Nothing brings Betty and Jughead closer than a mystery to solve.
Yes, very strange.
Roberto described it as the ultimate Bughead aphrodisiac.
Oh yeah, I guess I would say that.
Well, can you tease what is coming up for Bughead this year? Because season 2 is about a lot of up and down, back and forth.
Yeah, well, so they definitely tackled one of the bigger mysteries of griffins and gargoyles and battling the Gargoyle King together in season 3. The first couple episodes are them kind of digging deep straight into that, going head first, side by side, which is really sweet to see. And they really are a team. Something unfortunate happens, which maybe causes a little disagreement between them and some frustration, but I think they're, you know, every relationship has some bumps, but I think they come out on the other side pretty well.
Sounds like things with Bughead will be a-okay. But now it's time to have some fun and unleash my hisses and kisses. First up in hisses, that first one is going straight to the missing adventure scout who straight up scared the bejesus out of me and Betty. Hisses to the ghoulies for stealing Archie's shoes. That was weird. And hisses to Hiram for having a bunch of innocent boys beat within an inch of their lives. You're the worst. Go away.
You, of course, had nothing better to do.
And hisses to whatever happened to Archie's missing roommate, Mad Dog. Hisses to the introduction of Evelyn Evernever. Why are you taunting Betty? Why are you always just lurking in the corners? What secrets are you hiding, girl? Not to worry, guys. I'll have more details on this mysterious new character in our next preview episode of Sweetwater on Wednesday, so stay tuned.
Yeah, no worries. I totally understand.
Hisses to Moose. And tell me if you guys disagree, but I don't think he deserves Kevin Keller. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for people coming out to their parents when the time is right, and no one should feel rushed. But if Kevin Keller wants to date you, you let him date you. End of story. Hisses to Alice and Polly for trying to convince Betty that her seizure was from stress and that those floating babies were actually a, quote, hallucination. Side note, where are the babies? Has anyone checked the bonfire?
What about Juniper and Dagwood? Are they all right?
And hisses to the parents keeping griffins and gargoyles secrets. Here's what Luke Perry had to tell me when I asked him about this.
In episode 302, we discover that the parents all get together and they know the secrets that are behind the game of griffins and gargoyles. Yeah. What can you tease about what secrets they're hiding? What's going on with them?
There's nothing new under the sun, right? Anything you've seen has been done before.
Yeah.
But these, and the parents are no different. They had their own brush with griffins and gargoyles when they were that age. And, you know, not jingle jangle, but whatever was jingling around at the time. And we come to find out some pretty dark stuff.
We're gonna keep it going with hisses. I had more than I thought. Okay, hisses to the fact that Tony was totally MIA from this episode. I'm pretty sure she was supposed to be standing by her boo during that Vixen's performance. Now look, I get it, not every actor is going to be in every episode, but at least throw us a teeny tiny line of explanation, please. Now on the flip side, kisses to our first Vixen's performance and song of the season. Since we also have absolutely no idea what's happening to Val and Mallory, should we just make it official and have Josie's permanent pussycats be Ronnie and Cheryl? They do most of the singing anyways. Kisses to Ronnie for always standing by her man, and while I'm digging your disguise, girl, you look best as a raven-haired beauty. Kisses to Betty and Jughead for finding happy moments during dark times, and for doing more for the town of Riverdale than Sheriff Minetta ever will.
What would you say you do here?
Kisses to the fact that we learned Hot Dog Dude's last name before he died. It's Button. And kisses to Cheryl for this epic clapback.
You can't discriminate against someone because they're better looking than you.
And lastly, kisses to the Gargoyle King. You're probably evil and I have no idea what's going on, but I love you way more than the Black Hood, and for that I'm eternally grateful.
Luckily for us, doesn't run very fast.
And we're done. Thank you all so much for tuning into this Sweetwater Secrets After Show, and I'll see you next week for our preview for episode 303, chapter 38, As Above, So Below. And now I really want to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button and then shout out your hisses and kisses in the comments below. What do you think about the Gargoyle King? Do you think Ben is really dead? What do you think about Ethel and Evelyn? Should Cheryl and Veronica join Josie as the Pussycats? What is going on this season? Tell me your thoughts. I'll talk to you soon, Riverbabes. Bye.